Recording is going.
There we go. Recording is going. Okay. All right. So we will do that again. Hi everybody. I'm Chris Ferner. I am the sales engineer on the MSP team. So a lot of you have talked to me before and know me. Some of you don't. And then somebody else new here today, we have Russ. Russ is new to the MSP team. He is helping out with a lot of customer facing stuff, a lot of contracts and paperwork and that kind of thing. So Russ, do you want to take a few minutes to introduce yourself and talk about your background?
Sure. So Russell Gregory, coming from the MSP space, actually, so not even the vendor side. I have spent just under 10 years in the MSP space, large MSP, small, 10 users all the way up to 1,000 and plus user, employee size. I started as a network engineer, moved up to cybersecurity engineer, have experience in SIMs, have experience in EDR platforms, networking, and so on. I joined Blumira because of the solution that they built and kind of what I had been using prior to. And yeah, it's a great solution.
Thanks, Russ. So yeah, we're excited to have Russ here. He's going to help us out a lot with
yes, I am on a treadmill.
What's that? Yes,
yes,
Russ
I am on a treadmill.
Let's get it out of the way right now. Russ is on a treadmill.
You will usually find me on a treadmill. So if anybody uses my meeting link and books time with me, I will most likely be walking during the meeting.
So yes, there's that out of the way, is a treadmill. So thanks for your introduction, Russ. So yeah, a lot of you will be talking to Russ about various things. Russ has his booking link on our partners page, which we'll just make sure everybody knows about that real quick. Let's see, where is our, there we go. So Russ is on our partners page. So if you want to book time with Russ, booking link is there. You know how to book time with the rest of us. You're always welcome to book time with anybody in the MSP team for anything that you want, but that's one way to get all our contact information right there. So so the next thing that I was going to talk about today is some exciting news from Blumira. As many of you know, we are a venture-backed company, which means that our investors are basically venture capitalists that are investing in us. They see potential for Blumira to grow, and they invest in us to help us build the product and build the company, and make us a successful and attractive product for all of you. So exciting news is that we recently announced the closure of our Series B round, which means that we've received another $15 million investment, which is going to be put into the product, which means for you, the customers and the prospective customers, continuing to grow the product, more features that you're looking for. So big news for us, hopefully exciting news for all of you as well, because this is a sign that Blumira is going to be around for the long haul. Something that we're very excited about, something that we want to make sure that we let everybody know about, especially in the VC market right now. This is a very exciting and notable thing for us to have an investment here that means that investors really believe in us and believe in our future. So anyways, you've probably seen about that in the news. I think we sent an email out about it. Just wanted to make sure that everybody was aware. This is a good thing for Blumira, and again, we're excited to share it. Let's see what is next on the list today. So some of you, all of you, hopefully have received an email from us about our new XDR product. So I will just show on our website here kind of some details about that. So we, in the past few weeks, have kind of repackaged some of our products and launched this new XDR platform. So what has happened here is that we've taken what is essentially combinations of the same features that you've known about, as well as adding some new features, and created new packages. So first things first, for anybody who is already a current billing MSP, we're not changing anything on your current contracts. If you are on older products like Advanced, M365 and Cloud Edition, Advanced Plus, that stuff all still stays the same. So anybody who's under a current contract, this is nothing that's going to change what's available to you or what's happened to you. This is new packaging that's available for mainly for prospective MSPs that are looking to start adding customers into our platform. But I'll talk more about what options are available if you have a contract now and want to get onto new packages. So I think we talked about all of this last month, but just to reiterate, XDR, this is our new top line fully featured product. So the philosophy behind XDR is to take our our great SIM product and to start to build some of these XDR features. And by XDR features, what we really mean is more of the automation, leveraging the data that we're getting to bring security value on an automated basis and at a higher level than what a SIM provides. So what this means right now in XDR is that we want to use our new Blumira agent to bring a new feature, which is automatic host isolation. So I'll show you in a minute how this works, but automatic host isolation is going to be a way for you to set up Blumira to, if we see specified activity going on endpoints, to automatically start isolating Windows endpoints. So maybe we see high critical events happening on a Windows endpoint, signs of an attacker on that endpoint. When you configure XDR, you can have it to just isolate that endpoint, so that endpoint can no longer be accessed by the attacker. The endpoint can not talk to any botnet or command and control servers, etc. Its only line of communication is to Blumira at that point, so it kind of cuts off a lot of attacker behavior in its tracks. Again, this is kind of the new top level feature. This leverages heavily on our Blumira agent, so that's kind of the new high end product that's available. A lot of you are familiar with what was our Advanced or Advanced Plus products. That Advanced was the product that we were selling for most of 2022 and the first half of 2023. So Advanced Plus is now SIM Plus endpoint visibility, or we usually call it SIM Plus. So SIM Plus is going to essentially be the same advanced product that you all know about, that you've been trialing in your NFRs, that you've been selling to many of your customers. The big difference between Advanced and SIM Plus is that SIM Plus is going to include that Blumira agent. So some of you are on this kind of stopgap or kind of mid release Advanced Plus product, which was also the exact same thing. It was Advanced plus an agent. So SIM Plus endpoint visibility is essentially the same thing as Advanced plus the agent. So if you say you buy 50 seats of SIM Plus for a customer, that's going to include, of course, 50 users of Blumira, as well as 50 seats of that Blumira agent. Now, keep in mind, these are all MSRP prices. These are not your MSP pricing. I'll show you that in a minute about where the pricing stands there. But SIM Plus is going to be pretty much the next evolution of that advanced product that many MSPs are selling now. So just kind of a heads up on where things are going there in that direction. We do also have now the SIM Pro, which is going to kind of be a blend of the old M365 and old cloud editions that we are offering. So SIM Pro is going to include all cloud connector and sensor integrations, 30 days of retention, full management detection rules, detection filters, dashboarding, daytime customer support. And the one thing that's really going to be missing from SIM Pro is going to be that agent. So you can still do Windows logging here, but it's going to be with our old legacy NXlog method, which people are already moving away from because of the convenience and the ease of use of the Blumira agent. But this SIM Pro product is available if you want to explore that option. What we still see is that majority of MSPs are going to be looking at this SIM Plus because this is going to include that agent. So really easy to deploy, really easy to manage. The agent updates itself. The agent is very light on system resources. So that's what we really see the future is on our Windows endpoint side is going to be driven by that use of that Blumira agent. Let's see. So as I mentioned, there's different pricing than this for MSPs. So let me hop over to our so Stuart, hang on a second here. Don't worry about that price. That's going to be that's again direct pricing. So MSP pricing is going to work like this. So let's say you have customers that you want to put on SIM Plus. So SIM Plus for our tier 1 pricing, which is basically the highest pricing point possible for MSPs, SIM Plus is going to be $850 per user per month. And so that's going to include an agent for every user. So maybe you've got you've got 50 users, maybe they got 55 computers between the users' computers and a couple of servers. So this is going to include the 50 Blumira agent licenses. That next 5 that you need for maybe the extra servers or other things is going to be $4 for those additional agents. So it's not going to be, you're not going to be paying $4 for every single agent. You're going to get 1 agent for every user that's licensed on Sim Plus. Let me actually have a pricing calculator that I've sent a lot of you here. I'll pop this up as well to kind of illustrate how this this agent pricing model here works. Here we go. All right. Okay, so this is basically how this works. So let's say you're on a tier 1 pricing model, and again, maybe you got 50 users at a company, and they got 55 total Windows devices. So you're going to need 5 extra agent licenses. Your total cost is going to be $445, which is $425 in user licensing cost, and another $20 for those extra 5 agents. So that's how it's going to work. Same thing with XDR. If you want to put something in XDR, that's going to include 50 Blumira agent licenses. If you need 5 more, it's going to be another $20. That's the price breakdown. So if anybody needs more clarification on how the pricing works or want to chat on any particular cases, of course, that's what our team's here for. MSP@blumira.com. Whenever you need to discuss anything like that, that is how to get a hold of us. And Chris Lewis asking, NX log plus sensor will continue to work. Yes. So we're not taking away the old Blumira agent log shipper, which is the NX log plus sysmon, that going through the sensor, that's going to continue to be an option available. The limitation there is just that, of course, you need to have connectivity between that NX log endpoint and the sensor. So the big thing with the Blumira agent is that it ships logs anywhere from the endpoint straight to us. No infrastructure needed on the client side there. Okay, and Stuart asked, you can have different clients and different plans. Okay, yes. So if you do not have a Blumira contract as of today, you can put one customer on XDR, you can put another customer on Sim Plus, you can put another customer on Sim Pro, you can put a bunch of customers on Blumira Free. We don't really have an option for you to mix and match the old 2022 editions with the new ones, but if you sign a contract as of today, you'll have access to all of these 4 editions here for your customers. And Bart's asking about the pricing calculator. Bart, I'll figure out a way to get that posted in a way that you have access to. It's a newer tool that I've created, but I do have a Excel version of that we can put on the partner page somewhere. So I will work on a way to get that available for you all. Let's see what other questions. Okay. James is asking to clarify, will Sim Pro not be able to deploy the honeypot? So that is correct, is that's the honeypot is going to be a Sim Plus and XDR functionality. The honeypot is not going to be included, although the sensor is included in the Sim Pro edition. Honeypot is not going to be available in the Sim Pro. And then, okay, I got Bart's question answered here. Okay. All right, I'll keep moving on here. If you have any questions, use the Q&A or use the chat. Happy to answer any questions that anybody has. And Andrew, yes, I know I've got a Chrome update. I hate doing an update right before a webinar. I don't want to break stuff. So yes, I will update my browser. Okay, let's see what else. Oh, and Stuart asked, if we are on an old contract, do you get any NFR agents? Yes. So that's the next thing here on my list. If you are still evaluating Blumira, if you're not a paying MSP as of last week, we did upgrade all the MSP NFRs that were still in evaluation stage from advanced to XDR. So if you go into your NFR account today, you should see that you are now on the XDR platform edition, and you will see that you have 5 agents allocated to your NFR. So every Blumira MSP that's still evaluating Blumira today should have the XDR platform. You should have 5 agents available. Once you, if you were on an old contract, so if you were already on a contract before we launched XDR. You should still, on your MSP account, you should still have Advanced Plus, which is basically the same thing as SIM Plus. So every MSP should have access to agent in their NFR, whether that's via them having Advanced Plus, or sorry, XDR, or they may be on Advanced. But every MSP should have 5 agents at no charge in their NFR right now. So if not, let us know. But we did some scripts to do some of the upgrade work and to push that out to everybody. So you should have that available. Common question is, say if I have an NFR and I want more than 5 agents, can I pay you for more? So the way that works is once you switch from being a evaluating MSP to a billing MSP, and that you've got Blumira customers, we can add on more Blumira agents on your NFR as well at whatever the MSP pricing is for that. So at this point, if you're in evaluation stage, we'll give you 5. And then when you get into the billing side, then we can put more on your account for you. Let's see. So bottom line, if you are currently on a Blumira contract, we didn't make any changes to anything on your account. Everything still stays the same. If you are evaluating Blumira and want to go to being a billing MSP and start selling to your customers, so again, these are the options that are available to you. If you are currently on an old Blumira contract that has the advanced and M365 and cloud editions available to you, if you want, you have the option to upgrade your contract to the new XDR editions. That's going to be kind of, talk to us, discuss with us. We'll show you what the difference would be. And that is an option. You don't need to wait out your contract if you want to upgrade. So, reach out to us, msp@blumira.com, let us know, and we can get you upgraded if that's something that you want to do. Other questions about agent limits? Maybe you've got a customer account that has some agents on it and you want to put more agents on there. So this is totally possible for you to do. Maybe you've got a one user customer, but maybe they've got 5 Windows endpoints between the one computer and some servers or whatever. So yeah, if you want more agent seats for a customer account, this is going to just pop an email to msp@blumira.com. Just let us know what account you want agents for, how many you want, and we will add those on the account. There is some pending engineering work to add some sort of functionality into the product to give you the ability to adjust your customers' agent limits yourself. I can't say how that's going to work or when it's going to be coming, but that is something that we're looking at right now in engineering. So that is something that we're going to try and get available to you to make that easier for you to control your agents for your customers. There is no charge for allocating agents to a customer. So maybe you definitely know you need 5 agents for a customer, but you want to have some wiggle room. We can put 10 agents on that customer's account. We only bill you for what agents you install, not on what agents are available to you. So there's no penalty for you to ask for extras to have some breathing room for swapping out old computers for new or whatever. That's totally fine. Usually when somebody asks us for more agent seats, I'll give you extra anyways, because again, there's no charge for having extras. Only if you use them is that when we do the billing. So let's see. Okay, so let me hop over to another thing real quick here. I think some of you are in our MSP group here are familiar with the channel program. I forgot to pull up a link here, so give me just a second here, and I'm going to pull up something that we could use your help on, and really you can get a little reward for you to do this yourself as well. Let me pop a new window here. So we participate in a group called Channel Program. Channel Program is basically a resource for MSPs to get access to information about vendors that are in the MSP space. So if you haven't heard of Channel Program before, it's a great thing for you to participate in. They do webinars pretty often here. But one of the big resources here is reviews about tons of products on the market. So, if you're looking for reviews about, really anything MSP related, Channel Program is a great place to look. Blumira is a participant in Channel Program, and we love the reviews that we get from Channel Program, and we would like to encourage you to leave us a review. So I am just grabbing the link here real quick. There is an incentive right now for you to I think I screwed up the link here. Hang on a second. There is an incentive right now for you to do a review with channel program. It's that one right there. Let's see. And this
I got it, Chris. I threw our page in the chat. Everybody, you just have to click on right
one. There we go. I'm looking for the link for. We had a link for
specifically to the review.
Okay. I will keep working on this and see if I can figure out why this link is. You might have to log in to start a review. That might be what it is. Jeremy knows this, and Jeremy is traveling today, so let me just see, write a review. Yeah, here we go. So, anyways, there is a $25 gift card that is Amazon gift card that is available when you write a review on channel program. So I honestly can't say for sure in a certain way. I think you just need to just write the review, and you're going to get your $25 gift card. But we really would like to encourage anybody who's using Blumira or was has some time evaluating Blumira and knows a good amount about it to leave us a review. It's really helpful for us to have a lot of independent reviews in the space. Again, this gift card is not something that's funded by Blumira. This is something that's funded by channel program. We want honest reviews. We love the fact that we have a ton of really positive reviews in the program, but again, we want honest reviews in here. So if you have time, if you haven't heard of channel program before, get signed up, leave a review for some of the products that you use. Pretty much everything that MSPs use is going to be in here. So it's a great resource for you to use, and maybe if you're shopping for a product out there, again, great resource for you to use there. So I will put some links into our MSP Geek Discord group as well about this. But really, yeah, just go to channelprogram.com, get signed up, leave a review for products that you use. This is really helpful for Blumira and other vendors out there to get these reviews. So okay, yeah, and thanks Jeffrey for the link there on that. Let's see what else is on my agenda today. Any questions on anything so far while I check on my agenda here? I got all the questions, Q&As caught up here. Cool. Next thing on my list is talking about some of the upcoming features that we are working on. So something that's been asked about a lot recently after we launched the Blumira agent for Windows is when you're going to have a Blumira agent for Mac OS. We did previously have a Mac OS integration that was pretty old and outdated. That's something that we're not really pushing anymore because we are putting all of our Mac OS development work into a Mac OS agent. So I can't make any promises at this point on delivery date on a Mac OS agent, but our goal right now to get support of Mac OS is to develop the agent. We're going to be doing a very similar process to how we developed the Windows agent, which is going to be working with our partner Lima Charlie to use their existing code base on Mac OS to get that agent basically fast-tracked and out. So basically the same thing with Linux. Linux agent is going to get worked on. It's going to get it's going to be based on Lima Charlie's Linux agent. So these are already established good products out there, and again, this is going to be our path forward for Mac OS is to get that agent developed, get it out there, get some detection rules for Mac OS. So I don't have any promise on dates at this point. Blumira is heavily focused on quality development work, and tying our developers into release dates for that before the work is done is just not really in line with making sure we have high quality stuff put out there. So it's getting worked on. We want to get the Mac OS agent out because I know that we have demand for it, and it's going to get out there as soon as we have a quality product ready to go. So again, if you are still looking for a Mac OS agent from us, and you haven't left a comment yet on our ideas page, even though we are working on it, it still does not hurt for you to go out, hit ideas page, and leave a note on remote backlogging. Tell us that you're looking for it. That's important or critical for you to have. This still shows to our developers and to our product management team that that's important. So just in general, blumira.com/ideas takes you to this page. Anything that you want to see out of Blumira, whether it's on this list, whether it's not in this list, and you just want to submit an idea, this is a really helpful place for you to funnel anything that you're looking for that you want to see us doing. So make sure you're using this ideas page. This is a really helpful way for us to get your feedback, know what's important to you, and more importantly, if you're asking for things like, I want to have a PSA integration, talk to us about things like what PSA you're using right now, what kind of features you'd want for us to do with PSA integration. That helps to make sure our developers know what is expected out of our new features and how our users want to see them work. So definitely, use this, put your ideas in there. They just showed other things that are coming up here are going to be migrating our Google integration from being a sensor module to a cloud connector module. So this will then enable you to run Google integration without having to have any infrastructure. Right now, our Google integration requires a sensor. That's just basically legacy code that's being upgraded to a cloud connector. Once that's there, you'll be able to put your customers on the Google integration without having to have a sensor. So that's being worked on. I have a promise on a delivery date on it, but I know it's being worked on. We've got beta code that's being worked on. And again, it's going to be out as soon as we have, a quality and complete feature to put out for all of you. Other thing that we have coming, which has been something that's been asked about quite a bit lately, is pfSense integration. So we are working on a pfSense parser to basically bring that firewall support into the product. So pfSense has been something that I think is growing in the MSP community as a popular option. To be honest, I use OpenSense at home, so pretty much a very similar product. So we are working on a parser there, and we want to bring that out to the product as soon as it's available. That's basically on our parsing team at this point to develop that parser and to make sure when those logs come in that they're parsed out into fields, that they're available for you to use, they're available for our security detection rules to access, and really makes it, makes this a product that for our pfSense partners that you can be comfortable, bringing Blumira to your pfSense users as well. Oh, anything I'm missing there, Russ, so far? I feel like I had a lot of things on my list and we're flying through it here.
No, I think that was good.
Let's see other things that I have on my list here. So we are we love to see all the events, MSP events out there. So Jeremy is at, I think, ASCII Edge. Jeremy's at ASCII Edge today and tomorrow in Tampa. So we will be able to get all of these events this year. So if you are in the ASCII group, I think this is a newer group for us to participate in, but if you are in the ASCII group, we are at these events. So look for us. Usually we're at the Wednesday night, or the Wednesday events at ASCII Edge. So look for us there. We'd love to see you come and talk to us at the events. Other events that we were just at, Russ, you're just at IT Nation Secure, right? So
Absolutely.
probably talk to a lot of our friends and partners that are there. I believe we are going to be at DattoCon as well this year. I think that's in October. So we look forward to seeing
October
you
2nd to 4th.
at Datto. Jeffrey, yep. Yeah, Jeffrey, definitely stop and see us in Columbus. We will have our one of our employees, Amanda Berlin, will be at Columbus because she is in Ohio. Amanda Berlin really wrote the book on Blue Team Defense. She wrote the book. She's a published author in Blue Team Defense. So Amanda's going to be at that event. We might, I don't know, can't commit to this, but I think we might have a few of her books signed available at that event. I'll see what I can do about that. But Amanda's going to be at the booth at that event. Possibly Jeremy or Russ or myself might be at that Columbus ASCII event as well. Yeah, James, I can ask her about that and too, see if she's got any mental health hacker stuff as well. Make a note of that so I don't forget. Yeah, so we're going to be at ASCII Edge. We'll be at DattoCon. We will be at IT Nation Connect in November, of course. So we love to see people come out to those events. I think that is first week in November. Yeah, so second week in November. So this is the big show for ConnectWise partners. So we'll definitely see a lot of you out there for that event. Let's see, what other events are we going to be at? That's about it. For those of you who are in Evolve, I think we're going to be at some Evolve events as well this year. It might be about it. We might, CompTIA. Is anybody doing CompTIA this year? I think we might be at CompTIA I think that's in Las Vegas maybe this year. Anyways, that is what we are up to in the second half of this year. Any other questions that anybody has about anything at all, about Blumira, about the new pricing? Anybody want to speak for a minute and talk about anything at all? Happy to let anybody come up here. Otherwise, I can give you a little bit of time back today. Okay, cool. Yeah, so please keep engaged with us if you have any questions at all. Best way to get in contact with our team is msp@blumira.com. Where's my page here? So yeah, msp@blumira.com, that gets to our MSP team. Feel free to email us individually if you need to, or book time with us. But we are here to support you and answer any questions that you might have. Again, if anybody is on here that's got a current Blumira contract and wants to see what it would look like to get onto the new XDR editions, the XDR, SIM Plus, SIM Pro, etc., reach out to us. Oh, one more thing I forgot to mention. I don't know if we talked about this before. We upgraded Blumira free. This previously was only 365 and had 7 days of retention. So we upgraded FreeSIM to 14 days now, and you can basically pick 3 integrations off of this list. So you can do your 365, of course, SentinelOne, WebRoot. You can pick 3 off this list. I expect that once the Google integration is done, that'll get added to this list. So if you've got customers that are on Google instead of 365, or maybe you've got them, they're using a customer using both in 365 and Google, crazier things have happened, that'll be available as well. So please use Blumira free. Blumira free is a great feature for you to put your customers on to get them some coverage on some of their cloud products right away. A lot of our detection rules are in free edition. And again, it doesn't cost you anything. You don't need to be paying us anything to put your customers on free. It's really easy to access free. Add new account, put in the information, put them on free edition, hit next, pick the users. It's done. So anyways, real easy to get your customers on free. We do also have an upload CSV. So if you want to put all your customers in that CSV, send it to us. We'll populate them into the account for you. So really easy access there for the free edition. And that, I think, is all that I have today. Russ put in 0.72 miles while we were on this call today. So very nice work. Thanks for making the rest of us look bad. Yeah, okay, Ryan asked a question. So great. Ryan asked about DNS filter. This came up in MSP Geek the other day. DNS filter integration. This is something that I've been looking at for a little while now. We initially got some feedback from MSPs that they were using the basic level of DNS filter that doesn't have an API. So I think that we have some MSPs that maybe are on a higher level edition now. So that's a great thing. If you are using DNS filter, please go to the blumira.com/ideas and either just say submit an idea or use additional integrations and mention DNS filter. Definitely mention in here that if you have an edition that includes API support, if DNS filter is something that you'd get value from, and if you have an edition that supports an API, yeah, definitely go and submit that idea. I want to see more data on who's using DNS filter and what edition you're using, because of course we have an umbrella integration now. And if we have another popular tool in the market like DNS filter that we could get some parity on and have some support for similar tools, then yeah, I'd like to do that. So yeah, please, if you're using DNS filter and you want to see an integration there, please go in and either pop it into the blumira.com/ideas or just send an email to ideas@blumira.com. Both go to the same place. It'd be great for us to see some more metrics on who's looking for that integration, who's using DNS filter, and what edition you're using. So yeah, thanks Ryan for the question there on that. Let's see, anything else? And James just was talking about yeah, training your employees by setting up a free account and then populating with dummy alerts to test them. Yeah, so that's that's a great way to use free. You're also, of course, welcome to use your NFR if you want to trigger some alerts in there and have your people respond. We do have some things in our KB site on how to trigger some detections. So something that's available to you to use as well. So All right, I don't see any more questions in here. I think I got everything in here. So thanks everybody for your time today. We will post this this recording if you want to go back and reference anything. My text expander decided to not work all of a sudden. We will post this in our insiders link. And if you want to go back and reference this or any other recordings for any other MSP insiders that we hosted. And I hope everybody has a great afternoon. And we will talk to everybody in a month. We will see next event, I think, is then, yeah, that ASCII Edge event in a couple of weeks. And otherwise, we will see you in a month. Look forward to hearing from all of you soon. See ya.